Children are getting married in Colorado, so many that the state legislature recently passed a law prohibiting marriages involving 15-year-olds or anybody younger. If you're 16, you will need a permission slip. Our Anusha Roy explains.
Before you think this doesn't happen here, here's what a Colorado woman wrote to lawmakers. She got permission to marry at 16 to her first husband, who was 19 and abusive. She said she was trapped and couldn't file for divorce until 18.
It was really hard listening to girls, frankly, that were forced into marriage when they were young.
It was hard for Democratic Senator Faith Winter to hear from clerks, too.
We're having girls coming in visibly shaken.
So the state passed a law this year making it illegal for anyone younger than 16 to marry, and in turn making Colorado a less attractive place to tie the knot with children.
We actually heard stories about people coming here to get marriage licenses because they couldn't in other states or other countries.
In 2015, 123 boys and girls married in Colorado, according to the Department of Health, down from 2019 and 2011. Most were girls. But there's a part of the new law that has advocates riled up.
More than 90% of the children who married were age 16 or 17.
The state still allows 16 and 17-year-olds to get married, but only if a judge and a guardian ad litem, someone trained to represent kids in court, say it's okay.
That it can so easily be a forced marriage.
There's situations where 16, 17-year-olds probably are ready to get married, based on economics, based on culture, based on experience. But we want to make sure that in those rare situations, she is treated safely.
So before you could get married at any age, but you couldn't file for a divorce, that is until you reach the age of 18, this law is now changing that for 16 and 17-year-olds who do get married. But the senator is really hoping that that is very rare, because that is the intention of this bill, is to make it a little bit harder for teens to get married.
There's this law that applies to 16 and 17-year-olds. There's the sex assault bill that dealt with 16 and 17-year-olds. Seems like the legislature is taking a specific look at that age group.
Yeah, I mean, when you ask him about that, the number one reasoning they give is maturity. They're taking that into account, that you're getting closer and closer to becoming 18. But another part of it is that magic number 16 has been written into law in Colorado for decades, and a lot of lawmakers right now don't really know what the thought process was back when it first became a law.
Sure. Interesting. All right. Thank you, Anusha.